let's talk about the 2026-2027 summer transfer window. Let's look at what the big six clubs in the English Premier League, let's look at what they are doing so far. So as at the time of making this video, the traditional six big teams are Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, Manchester United, Manchester City, and Tottenham Hotspur. So let's look at how they are performing so far in the 2026 summer transfer window. Let's look at who is winning the window. Let's look at who is losing in the window. So I've got the list here with me and I have sorted them. I have sorted the big six in alphabetical order. So certainly we are starting with Arsenal. Are you ready? Make sure you watch this video to the end because I'm going to somewhere very sensitive. All right. So let's look at Arsenal. Let's look at their transfers in versus their transfers out. So Christos Zolis from Club Brugge for £34 million. Piero Hincapié that was on loan last season, so he's a loan with buyback clause. So Piero Hincapié from Bayern Leverkusen for £34.5 million. And then Ilan Meslier from Leeds United. He's a goalkeeper and he joined Arsenal for free. As at the time of making this video, these are the three players transferred in. Although there is a pending deal of Bruno Guimaraes from Newcastle, which is estimated to cost about £90 million that Arsenal is yet to sort as at the time of making this video. Let's look at the transfers out. Let's look at the players that are leaving Arsenal in this summer window. Leandro Trossard to Besiktas for £15.3 million. Jakub Kiwior, he's been on a loan for a long time and finally he's going to Porto for how much? £14.7 million. And then there is Carl In to Werder Bremen for £2.6 million. I think those £2.6 million, £3.6 million players, I'm just going to exclude them so that we don't get ourselves bored. So those are the transfers in and transfers out so far for Arsenal. What do you think? Do you think Arsenal is winning? Bear in mind, they are still waiting for Bruno Guimaraes. Let's go for the second team on my list, which is Chelsea. So we're going to look at the Chelsea transfers in as well versus the Chelsea transfers out. First on my list here is Morgan Rogers from Aston Villa, £117 million transfer in. Marco Palestra from Atalanta, £47 million. Giovanni Coenda from Sporting CP, £43 million. Emmanuel Emega from Strasbourg, £22 million. Valentino Bacco from Strasbourg for an undisclosed fee. Dastan Satpev for 3.3 million. Oh, sorry, I said I was going to exclude those small deals. So let's look at the transfers out. Marc Cucurella to Real Madrid for £51.8 million. Andre Santos to Manchester United for £48 million. Tyrick George to Everton for £18 million. Alejandro Garnacho on loan to Aston Villa currently with a buyback clause that would not be this season anyway. So we'll say loan currently. So Chelsea are one of the biggest spenders in this transfer window, even if not the biggest spender, because the window is still open. So I don't want to say Chelsea is the biggest spender. So I will say Chelsea is one of the biggest spenders in this transfer window. There is also Lacroix, who has joined for about £54 million, and he just continues like that. And then there is Danny Welbeck, and there is where I don't have the figures of his transfer fee here, and also there is Jordan Henderson, who is joining from Brentford. He's joining Chelsea for free. So Chelsea is beginning to stack up experience alongside the young talents that they are signing. What do you think? Do you think Chelsea is winning the transfer window? The next on the list is Liverpool. So let's look at transfers in for Liverpool. Jeremy Jacquet for £55 million. Victor Munoz Jeremy Jacquet came from Rennes. He joined from Rennes to Liverpool. Then Victor Munoz from Osasuna for £34.5 million. And then I don't want to mention those small deals below £10 million. Let's look at the transfers out for Liverpool. Mo Salah is released for free. He has no club at the moment. Ibrahim Konate released for free to Real Madrid. Andrew Robertson released for free to Tottenham. And there is Rice Williams also released for free. At the moment, he is clubless. Anyway, do you think Liverpool is doing well so far, so good? Bear in mind, Liverpool is still finding Mohamed Salah's replacement. What do you think about Liverpool's transfer window so far? I know the window has not ended yet. Up next on my list is Manchester City, and we'll look at their transfers in as well, and then we'll look at their transfers out. So first on the list for Manchester City here, I've got Elliot Anderson from Nottingham Forest, and he joined Man City for a British record fee of £116 million. Then there's Jeremy Monga from Leicester City for £12.5 million. Let's look at Manchester City's transfer out. Bernardo Silva to Real Madrid free. John Stones is released as well. I think as at the time of making this video, he has agreed a deal with Inter Milan. So probably John Stones released free to go Inter Milan. And then there is Nathan Ake, who has gone to Fenerbahce for £7 million. Right? So what do you think about Manchester City? Bear in mind their first major signing post the Pep Guardiola era is Elliot Anderson, which cost them £116 million. And as at the time of making this video, it is rumored that Enzo Maresca has proposed a bid for Pedro Neto from Chelsea to join Man City. We don't know where that will go yet. Okay, let's go. Next on my list is Manchester United. So after Manchester United, then I've got Tottenham Hotspur. So just stick with me until the very end of this video. So Manchester United, let's look at their transfer in, and then we'll look at their transfer out. So first on my list is Yuri Tillemans from Aston Villa to Man United for £35 million. Andre Santos from Chelsea to Man United for £48 million. And then there is Carl Dallo from Leeds, is a goalkeeper, if I'm right, to Man United free. Now let's look at their transfers out. Finally, Rasmus Højlund has gone to Napoli for £44 million. Casemiro has gone to Inter Miami in the United States for free. Jadon Sancho has been released for free. Tyrell Malacia has also been released for free. What do you think about Man U's dealings so far in this summer transfer window? Would you say that Man U is seriously cooking, or would you see Man U as not being really serious with business? But don't forget, it is not who wins the transfer window that wins the league, right? And I've got the last team on the big C's that I've got here with me is Tottenham Hotspur, and I want to call them one of the biggest or one of the most serious clubs in this summer transfer window. So we're going to look at their transfers in and their transfers out as well. So Sandro Tonali from Newcastle United for a record fee of £100 million. Matheus Fernandes from West Ham for £85 million. Wow. Jampon Van Ecke from Brighton for £52 million. Then there is Andy Robertson, one of the best left back in the Premier League in recent times, has also joined Tottenham Hotspur for free from Liverpool. And then there is Marcos Senesi, another solid centre back that has joined them from Bournemouth to Tottenham Hotspur for free as well. And then there is that goalkeeper called Martin Dubravka from Burnley, who also joined Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham is running riot in this transfer window. We've got Sandro Tonali, Matheus Fernandes, Jean-Paul Van Ecke, we've got Andy Robertson, we've got Marcos Senesi, and then we've got Martin Dubravka all joining Tottenham Hotspur. Remember, they've got a new coach, Roberto Di Zerbi. Let's look at their transfers out. Luka Vuskovic to Brighton for £46 million, and then Yves Bissouma has been released for free. So with all of these signings from Tottenham to Manchester United to Manchester City to Liverpool to Chelsea to Arsenal, who would you say is winning the transfer window, and who would you think would eventually win the Premier League out of these big C's? So these are different questions. So let me know your thoughts and your honest opinion in the comment section. You can let me know in the comment section who you think is winning the transfer window, Let me know what you think about Arsenal trying to get Bruno Guimaraes as at the time of making this video. And let me know overall, who do you think will win the Premier League? I, for one, I would say Chelsea is winning the transfer window and Chelsea is winning the Premier League. If you have a problem with this, let me know as well in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching this video. You would surely see me in my next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel so that we can grow this new sporting community of ours together. And I promise you will see me on your screen in the next video. Cheers. The EPL is about to start. I am ready. The question is, are you ready?